Friends, delegates, true believers and fellow Australians.
Now to Bill Shorten's change of heart.
If I was to form a government, I would want the option of boat turnbacks where safe to do so.
That is the weakest possible form of words a leader could put together.
Nearly 2 years on, you'd have to say that the combination of regional resettlement and indeed in part boat turnbacks is defeating people smugglers.
For them to come out with these tricky words just shows what a fraud Mr Shorten is.
We will be condemned by history if we allow a human tragedy to unfold in the way that we inevitably know it would.
Well-motivated people can disagree on this issue.
You can be tough on people smugglers without being weak on humanity.
The people smugglers would be rubbing their hands together at the sight of Anthony Albanese attacking Bill Shorten.
I'm prepared to say good on Bill. I just wish he'd done it 2 years ago.
If I want to be the leader of this nation, I've got to be able to face the truth.
There will be a lot of people trying to weigh up whether they'll be able to vote for Labor at the next election.
This is more about politics and votes than it is about refugees.
The Liberal Party enjoys at ALP National Party Conference much more than the ALP does.
Since the last election, you could be forgiven for wondering what the real difference is between the government and the opposition. Today, Bill Shorten might have finally given us one.
By 2030, our aim for renewable energy should be to generate 50% of Australia's electricity.
The existing target is to have 23% of the nation's power generated from renewable energy by 2020.
A Shorten Labor government will build an emissions trading scheme for Australia.
It's a carbon tax, but he doesn't have the courage to call it that.
And we will not be intimidated by the ridiculous, ignorant, fear-mongering scare campaigns that will come.
We saw that in the papers last week when there was a massive leak of a massive plan for a massive new electricity tax.
Let me say this again to our opponents in words of one syllable. An ETS is not a tax.
Still their policy.
I believe in the long term it's going to save consumers money.
If Bill Shorten wants to fight an election on a new carbon tax and higher electricity prices, we're happy to accommodate him.
I've got a 3-word slogan for him. Bring it on!